Robert Morris head coach Bernard Clark Jr. The team went to SEMO's 21-20 victory there. They're going to be home the last 2 weeks. We're going to have Charleston Southern this week and then Eastern Illinois next week. So, coach, just some thoughts on getting that road victory over SEMO.
Well, it was kind of a weight lifted off our back, to be honest with you, Cal. We haven't won a road game since 10-19-19. So it was good. But the thing that stood out about our guys more than anything else on the team is they believed in one another and they played with poise the entire time. And because obviously we had some setbacks during that game, obviously they were up for a long time. You know, SEMO's a great football team. You're talking about a running back who's outstanding and a quarterback who controlled the clock the way he's supposed to and controlled and made great decisions. The situation where they're a good football team. Our guys' poise is what really stood out to me more than anything else because the setbacks we have, they didn't let it rattle them, and they were able to stay on top and keep pushing themselves no matter what.
Okay, let's go to some questions then, Coach. So you mentioned that about the road win. It had been a while. I know you take every game week to week, but how does that? And you got different players from 2019 to this year. How do you handle that message when you haven't won for a long time going into a game? Like, how do you not mention that and focus on the week? Because now it's not a problem for you, but therefore, when you have a losing streak like that, how do you handle it?
Oh no, I mention it every week. I don't hold back. I let them know that it's a situation where we're going on the road. We got to continue to understand that we haven't won on the road, so we got to learn how to win on the road. But the thing I instilled in them, the pregame speech was more about them understanding how much I believed in them as football players. And we brought you here, and once you walked into Robert Morris's locker room, we believe in you. If you're here on this trip and you go on that field, we believe in you. So you guys got to understand that we believe in you. So you got to learn to believe in each other and learn to believe in us as coaches and see if we can get this thing done. And like I said, it worked out well for us.
I think I asked you about him last week or 2 weeks ago. Noah had a big game too. So it seems like Anthony and Noah really have found each other the last couple of weeks.
They have. I mean, they've done an outstanding job. And what Noah's done is Noah's put himself in position to understand that he's going to get double teamed in some games, but that opens up for other guys. So we had some other guys catch the ball this week, which was good. I caught a tight end, a couple of our receivers caught balls, but Noah, he lit it up. He did an outstanding job. He played hard, and now he's starting to understand what he's capable of. Again, understand that we believe in him, and we're going to try to get the ball to him. The rough thing about it is we end up Chickett's out. Chickett in the fourth quarter, he got hit. He got a concussion. So he's out. So we're waiting to see what's going to happen with him this weekend. So we hope we can get him back. If not, next man up. Tyler went in there late in the fourth quarter and did a good job of moving the ball down the field. So we should be okay.
You mentioned SEMO's running back. He did have 150 yards, but you didn't let him beat you. He didn't get a touchdown. How do you control somebody like that who's got like 5,000 career rushing yards and handle that, but not let him beat you single-handedly?
It's not so much controlling him as we're trying to put it in a quarterback's hands. We knew he was going to get his yards because that's the kind of running back he is. We didn't want him to beat us, and that's what it boiled down to. So we wanted to put them in a situation where it was 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7 plus, 3rd and 6 plus, where they're not running him as much in those downs as they do on 2nd and 5 and things like that. So we get them in long distance on 2nd down, we got a better chance of them wanting to throw the ball as opposed to handing the ball off to him. So we want to make sure we try to get them. 1st down was extremely important for us as a defense. We want to get them in 2nd and long and 3rd and long to make sure that we're putting in their quarterback's hands and not putting it in his hands.
So Charleston Southern, what have you seen from them? They've had some different results this year. They played really good defense most of the year too. What do you think about them?
Exactly what you just said. They have an outstanding defense. That front line and that front 7, they get after pretty doggone good. They do a good job of blitzing and they do a good job of tackling up front. But what the coach does a great job, what Coach Gabe does a great job of is he understands what they have as far as personnel goes. They made a ton of quarterback switches and everything else, but it's always molded around the quarterback that's in there, and they always play to his strengths. Probably the best thing to do. They're not trying to be hurry up down the field. They're doing the best that they can with the guy that they have and make sure he's controlling it. He's making the proper decisions as a quarterback. So Coach Gabe does a great job of getting those guys where they need to be at. And definitely the special teams is the balance of everything. They do a great job on special teams. They're not going to get beat on special teams, and they do a great job of holding on to the ball. They don't turn the ball over. So they're doing things the right way, and what he has those guys doing is focusing on what they're capable of doing and not worry about what they can't do.
And they made some plays. They had a defensive 69-yard fumble recovery. You talked about making the right plays and not making mistakes before. So again, how's that message go in? Like, this is a team that can beat us with one wrong play. They're going to return it to the house if they get it.
There's no doubt they can capitalize on your mistakes. And even though we won the game, we still did the same thing. We fumbled the ball again. They returned it for a touchdown. And we did that how many times in the 2 previous games that we had. So got to make our guys understand that, guys, it's important that this team capitalizes on mistakes. That's how they've been winning games. They did the same thing against Tennessee State last week when they, like you said, they ran for that long touchdown over fumble scoop number 11, scooped it up, and he takes to the house, I think, 67 yards. So they do a great job of capitalizing on mistakes and minimizing their mistakes to make sure they're always in plus side of the field. They do a great job, like I said, with their special teams when it comes to field position, when it comes to tackling, when it comes to creating turnovers on special teams. They do a great job on that also.
And you've made that last road trip. So now you're home 2 weeks. It's the talk, talk about that. You're gonna end, you're not going anywhere the last 2 weeks, just ending strong with those home contests.
You had a good thing about it, like you said, we are at home. Our guys are always excited when we come home. We got our Bobby Moe crowd out there. Everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. And we're going to continue to progress forward. Again, we got to still keep our poise. We still got to understand that everything we do now has to be intentional. We got to make sure we're intentional when we're putting those pads on. Make sure you're taking with the proper footstep, proper footwork. We're doing the game plan intentional. Make sure we're putting where we need to be at. And so that's the thing that's important right now.
Well, Coach, appreciate your time this morning. Again, congratulations on your win. Best of luck this week, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, Kyle. Appreciate it. Let's go, Bobby Moe.